All right, we got the start to the third week. Third week, and it's white versus orange now. White is down Justin today, and orange is down Tim. Hey, how's it going?
All right, and you?
Pretty good. Seth looking. Tipped by Saul, but finds Chris. Quick one to Seth. It's a little Florida to Emma. Oh, just overhead. Didn't quite read it great. Over to Christian now. Back to Trevor. Trevor looking, finds Saul to the right side. Looking for Christian in the end zone for a score. All right, and the pull is up now. Seth getting it. Over to Chris. Chris puts it back to the middle to Emma, makes a good snag. Emma now dumps it to Seth. Looking for Rhines in the end zone, close to it. Just a little bit behind him there. Had his man beat, just throw was just a little bit behind. Christian looking, a little timid to throw it deep to Saul there. Thought he might have, oh, and a great hand block by Chris Rhines. Joel picks it up now. Looking, gets it to Seth. Oh, and an easy one to Chris Rhines for the score. All right, pulls up to Saul. Ooh, and Emma with the good defense there. Chris puts it over to Seth. Puts a quick one to Joel. Back to Rhines. Puts a hammer to Seth. Oh, and through his hands. Usually comes up with those. Just a bit delayed on closing his hands there. Saul over to Frank. Frank to Christian. Oh, Seth looking to get a big D there, but just a step behind Saul, who makes a great cut. Leanne now with it. Short one to, oh, and geez, went through Frank's hands, off Chris Ryan's chest and back to him. Lucky play there, looked like. Oh, and Saul snipes it through to Leanne. Leanne puts the pull. Seth stops it. It's a quick one to Rhines. Rhines over to Joel. Joel back to Seth. Cuts in front to get it. Over to Emma now. Oh, and just a little bit late on the pass and gets D'd up. Saul now with it. Seth looking to play that poach defense. Austin now on disc. Christian with the disc now, looking for Saul. Just barely gets it through there to Chris, or to Saul there, past Chris. Puts it over to Christian, makes a nice sliding catch. Oh, and Christian just puts it a bit past Saul there. Ooh, looked like it sounded like you got a fingertip on that, but pass back to Chris Rhines now. Good Saul with a great defense. Oh, and good hand block by Seth there. That was an important one, and he was able to get it. Emma gets it there. Over to Seth now. Over to Chris Rhines. Oh, and up line. Seth looked like he might have had a step, but Joel now puts a rifle to Seth for the score. Puts a floaty pull up. Saul, oh my. Almost misreads the disc and drops it. Able to get. Puts one to Sam. Joel with the catch D there. Drops it to Seth real quick. Gets it over to his dad, Chris Bond. Seth having to slow down for the sideline, and Saul's able to slip through there and get the D. It's been a very good defensive game, but very sloppy offensive game so far with nice catch by Trevor, able to keep his back foot in, puts it across to Frank. Oh, and puts it through to Saul for the score. Would have won to Chris Rhines there up line. Back to Chris Bond. Oh, he wants to get through to Emma, but just clogged lane there by Frank. Puts it through to Leanne. Ooh, good snatch by Leanne there to grab that one off close to the ground. Saul looking. Been high stall counts every time. Oh, and Leanne for the score. Leanne with the rifle pull right through the Holden defense there. Or offense, I should say now. Quick one to Emma. Emma's looking. Needs to find somebody here. Stall count's getting high. And has to just force one through to Chris Rhines. Not much movement there other than a couple people on orange. Saul looking. Christian there. Nice catch. Oh, puts it to Saul, but just a bit wide. Seth taps it in, puts it back of the end zone to his father there. I want to hammer through. Seth makes a good catch, puts a floater up for Chris Rhines, and mistimes it, and Christian able to get the defense. Saul over to Christian. Back to Sam, over to Saul, makes a good catch on a hard short throw to him. Caleb now with the disc. Looks for Sam, just a bit too far away. Seth taps the disc in. Not much movement again. Oh, and gets the hand on the disc, but just can't come down with it. It's very unfortunate there for Orange. Few sloppy plays as of late, both teams here. Christian puts it to the middle to Sam. Oh, and off Leanne's hand. Just a couple drops here tonight by both teams. And tries to put it through, unable to. Caleb snaps in the way. My fault for being too zoomed in there. Christian with the nice score. Nice thread by Saul. Seth gets it a third of the way up the court there on the first pass. And another third over to Julia. Oh, and Austin almost comes down with a good catch. Just unable to grasp it. Trevor now over to Leanne. Oh, and puts a hammer to Saul. Nice catch. And that's looking like a brick to me. Yeah. Seth puts a little floater. Oh, and just not able to tap down. Oh, and they do say he's in. Close one there. Able to put a nice floater to his dad. Over to Julia. Over to Seth. Nice catch by Joel. Pulls up, and that is definitely a brick. Just a little high there. Frank puts a little. Oh, and it does not think he's in. Yeah, and that is the correct call. Yeah. He's out. All right, good call there by Joel. Just barely out of bounds. Was on the line. Over to Seth now. Seth was looking deep for a second. Oh, a hand block, but Joel able to get it. Ooh, nice fake out by Seth to get some opening there. Puts it through to Julia. Nice snag by Julia for the. Oh, Saul looks off Leanne and then puts it over to Frank, hearing that voice. Looks like he was in there. Good score by Christian. Seth puts a quick one over to his dad. Oh, puts it through to Julia, just can't hang on. Playing a bit of a poach. Oh, Seth able to D that up in the meantime. Oh, and Seth able to snatch it through. Oh, and nice layout catch on the grip locked push. And slams it to the ground. Trevor now with the disc looking. And there's Saul with his backwards hat, faster than ever. Nice score by Trevor. All right, pulls up with under a minute now left. Over to Chris for the first throw. Over to Joel, able to keep his back foot in. Joel puts a floater to Julia. Over to Chris Bond. Back to Julia. Seth now with it. Puts it over to Chris Bond. Looking, almost finds Julia. Back over to Chris Bond. Oh, and Joel just gets his fingertips on it, not able to reel it in. 5 seconds. Oh, and almost. Pulls up here now. All the way through. Frank making his cut before the disc is in, and it pays off. Frank puts a hammer to his brother. Able to come up with it. And she was in, it looks like. It's Rhymes over to Seth. Little floater to Joel. Joel puts floater through 2 defenders, and Seth able to come up with it. Over to Chris Rhymes now. Looking and throws a hammer. Saul now looking. Over to Trevor. Puts it just a bit high. Seth there makes a nice catch. Gets it back over to Rhines. Over to Emma now. Back to Chris. Through to Seth, makes a nice diving catch. Over to Joel. Back to Rhines. Over to Seth. A nice dump back to Chris Rhines there. Over to Emma. Oh, she tries to sneak it through and can't there to Chris Rhines.
One, two, three, 4, 5,
Puts a nice pass to Trevor for the score. Short pull that time. Over to Austin. Oh, and Chris Rhines just floats it. Oh, and just dribbles Tim in the hand. Not even playing, and he's still getting hurt. That's so unfortunate. Oh, and just too high for Christian. Chris guarding Chris now here. Oh, a hammer that Joel's able to come down with. Good catch by Joel. Get over to Rhines. Oh, and Emma comes down with it and gets it through to Seth. Frank, you can't do that. Frank just leaning into his defender, not sure what that was about, and then puts up a kind of bloody pass. And it just drops it.
in. 1, 2, 3. Up. It's gonna be tighter, Chris. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chris Rhines almost gets the D there, just sneaks by his hand.
6 up.
Seth makes a good catch. Oh, and Emma just not able to come down with it. Oh, and in the end, just drops it there at the end zone line. Oh, and back to him for the score. Not sure. And he's in. Christian over to Trevor there. It's a flick through the middle to Saul. And finds Leanne for the score. Chris puts it over to Emma. To the middle to Seth. There's a little floater dump to Rhymes. Chris Bond able to get that. Oh, and just puts it through, and a little bit of a collision there. Both look to be okay. It looked like Chris Bond was gonna have an attempt at that defense there. Over to Christian. Over to Leanne. Leanne now puts a hammer to Saul. Just a bit too far. I'm able to come back and get that one. Dumps it to Chris Bond. Over to Joel. Austin not able to hang on to that one. so. All right, foul was called there. Back on the hand block. Over to Austin, he's able to stay in. Good score. Real floaty. Saul able to come down with that one without any trouble. Ooh, good hand block by Emma there. Gonna be a solid hand block. Flick over to Seth. Over to Emma. Again to Seth. Ooh, Frank almost picking the pass off. Back over to Emma. Joel now. Not able to get in. Almost though. Oh, and Frank drops it. Oh no. Hammer! That's not a hammer. Hammer! Oh, and the great zone defense there by White. Oh no, and through the hands of Austin. White not seeming to slow down at all with 28 seconds left. You keep the clock running. There you go. Ooh, nice knife through. Throw a hammer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's the final.